Hey Sweaty, welcome back to the channel. My name is T-Soul and I'm here to show you guys how to make Magneto if you didn't get the Battle Pass and if you aren't leveled up enough to have Wastelander Magneto or the alt version. If you haven't done the quest, that's still okay. You can still make Magneto or even just an alt version just for fun, just to learn how to do it. I'm going to walk you guys through that, but before we get started, don't forget to smash the like button, click subscribe to help me out, and you can use code TSOULGAMES in the Fortnite item shop whenever you make a purchase or buy a Battle Pass. That really helps me out and I appreciate it greatly. I'm going to show you guys how to make Magneto. There really is, I think, only one way to do it, and it's with the helmet off is the most accurate way. To do this, we're going to need the Hunter superhero skin, the Emotocape, we're going to need the Dragon Rune Lance, we're going to need the Commander's Descent, the Raging Rock Contrail, and that's pretty much it. I will show you guys in detail how we assemble this because some of these are custom. If you guys just wanted a quick tutorial, that's kind of the items I use. And if you guys can visually see how to set them up, then that's cool. But I'm going to walk you through the steps right now. Follow me along with this one. It's going to be fun. We're going to have some fun. Let's go ahead and reset to the default male and get started. Alright, so we're back. We're going to click in Edit Styles. And the first things first is we need to go to the Stalwart Suit Style. We're going to choose Hairstyle C. We're also going to do Mask Off, Belt On. For the primary color, we're going to choose Indigo, and we're going to choose Metallic. For the secondary, we are going to choose Brick Red, and we are going to keep it Cloth. For the accessory color, we are also going to choose Indigo. Eye effects is going to be off, but the eye color is going to be white. You can do it with the eye color being default, and this looks just fine too, but a lot of the comic book adaptations of Magneto have just a white glow in the eyes. It's very comic book style to do this. What we do here is we click eye color white, and that gives us this comic book look. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to make him look a little older by going to the hair tint. So first, skin tint is normal, just X, and the hair tint is going to be white. And look what that does for our character. It makes him look a little bit older. So what we want to do is go to the sticker and take it off. We want to remove it completely. Now on Magneto classically, this purple spot right here is actually up here around the neck. So I wish we could move that just right up here and keep everything else the same, because classic Magneto has the purple underwear section, the purple belt, the purple gloves, the purple boots, and all of this is exactly how you see it, except this purple section is up here around the neckline where the cape connects. We can't change that, but this is still fairly consistent. It's still pretty close to where it needs to be, because this neck section does come down onto the chest a little bit. So we're still okay. Still very consistent. So that's how we build the superhero skin to look like a Walmart version of Magneto. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go to the back bling. So if you don't have the Magneto's cape, this one here, and you don't have the Wastelander's cloak here, you can still make a really good Magneto just by using the Emotocape. If you guys have the Emotocape, this is the best way, and I'll show you how to build it out as well. Indigo for the color scheme. When we do Indigo on the cape, if you go like this, just make sure your sticker is set to empty. So there's that. Now let's go to the pickaxe. If you do not have the Wastelander, the magnetized scrap from the Magneto set, this is the most perfect you could do for Magneto, because it shows him literally forming the pickaxe out of metal scraps that are floating. That's a really cool concept for Magneto. I really like that. Another one I thought that they could do would be 3 glowing metal orbs that just kind of rotate, and turns just going in for a slash or something like that, or a smash. One thing that I think we could do with the pickaxe is just focus on trying to make it look like his powers are emanating through the pickaxe. So one thing you could do if you don't have any other choices would be the arrow point carver. This one has a little bit of glowy power coming through it. So that one's pretty cool. Another one that you can do would be this one here, the cubic scepter. So you could do the Space Void Black that has the red on it, color matching for his set. You could also do the granite gray, which is very metallic but with purple. So this one is a great choice for the pickaxe, and you can see that the elements are actually floating. So they're not actually connected. And that's really cool because it looks like he's using his powers to hold this weapon together. So really cool. There's also the main style, which has a lot more gold. I would just use one of these second and third options. So the granite gray or the Space Void Black. Both of these are great choices for pickaxe. That's from the Chapter 3 Season 2 set. So if you have it, I would go with that one. Another good choice, if you have it, the Dragon Rune Lance. And this one also has floating elements. You can see that some of these little rims here are actually floating and disconnected. The panels themselves are floating. And there's a purple energy kind of holding it all together, which I find to be really cool. There's an alt style for this in just like all white and pink, but I don't care for that. The colors match perfectly on the regular color pattern. And so this is also a very good one. It also comes with its own emote too. So there's an emote attached to this one that you can do when you have this one. So this one's extra fun because of that emote. So the two that I would recommend would be like the Cubic Scepter and the Dragon Rune Lance. And now for the glider. This is the one we're trying to replace here. And this one is actually concepted by another glider. This is Magneto pulling together scraps to make stairs. This happens in another emote here as well, and it's actually perfect for Magneto. So the Commander's Descent is just a white version, a white and gold version, but this is from the Dominion's Dawn set in Chapter 4, Season 1, and this is the same exact concept. Just a little bit faster, and the sound is less menacing. He's just building stairs for himself out of the sky. I love this one because it just showcases his power. So this would be a perfect one for Magneto if you have it, and if you don't have it, there's still options that we can do, and I'll show you guys one or two options that you can do. The Sky Carver has purple. This is the one that I used for the Bible Man tutorial. So the Sign of the Fox set, Chapter 4, Season 2, is also several metal pieces as swords floating around each other, and he's just holding them together with the purple energy there. Really, really cool. Still feels like his power set is being used. Two more that I think are really good choices. This one here, the Lost Meteor, it actually looks like an almost metallic rock or a clump of metal because the pieces are actually individual. If you kind of see when they come together, they're not totally together. They're actually several pieces apart. And the power that holds them together is kind of gravity. It's a really cool like nod to Magneto, and you ride on top of it, which also gives you a strategic advantage if people are trying to spray you out from the bottom. If you just got rebooted by a teammate, or if you're playing Fortnite Reload and there's a lot of rebooting going on, this is a great one to use. So I would use like Lost Meteor, Commander's Descent. You could do the Sky Carver for the same reason. And another one that I think is just on point, the Competitor's Timebrella from Time for a Victory in Chapter Fortnite OG, Season Fortnite OG. So this one is a really good one as well. The one that I would go with is the Commander's Descent because it best imitates the correct Magneto glider. And so you could just go with that one and it'll be perfectly fine for your Walmart or / Temu version of Magneto. So that's what I would do. For the contrail, there isn't too many that showcase his ability to manipulate gravity and metal. What we can do is just focus on color. There's a couple of options that we can do that kind of showcase his power. The Chain Palms is a really fun one just because it's two metal gears grinding away. For the color themed option, I think that this one is a fantastic one. The Lunar Rings, Star of the Show set, Chapter 4, Season 1, has several metal pieces that are independently floating, and you can see them all kind of circling around each other, around his hands and feet, as if he is manipulating the gravity around them. This one is a great one, and the color actually does match, so I really like this one. This one is a top contender for me. Another one that's really good, the Meteor Shower, for the same reason. It's just two hunks of either metal or rock trailing gravity behind them in the same color scheme of purple. Other like honorable mentions would be like the Nitrodome Dropper or the Paradive, although we are trying to cover options that were not like readily available this season. So the Nitrodome Dropper, if we're talking about not having Magneto, you probably don't have this one either because it's also the same battle pass. Renzo Velocity is also good. It just feels like kind of like a cosmic swirl here. Him being able to manipulate gravity is what we're trying to figure out how to emulate here. So that's a good one. One that I like a lot is actually the Rage and Rock. This one from the Omega Harbinger set from Chapter Fortnite OG, Season Fortnite OG. So you just go here, you click View Styles, and you click on the purple one. That is the one that I think is the best because, again, it's just a bunch of disconnected metal pieces following each other in a trail as if he's holding it all together. And so I really like the look of this one for Magneto. It's really good. If I had to choose, I would go with the Lunar Rings or the Raging Rock. You take your pick. There's actually several good options for this one. Just let me know which one is your favorite. The pickaxe, the glider, and the contrail all had multiple things that worked for it. And so you can take your pick and make your own custom version. You guys let me know what you think down below in the comments. And I will see you guys next time right here on T-Soul Games. Like, subscribe, and use code T-Soul Games in the Fortnite item shop. Thanks, guys. You're the best.